Hello grade 6s, welcome to our next video. This video is going to be a little bit different than the ones that we've done before because we've been focusing on grammar, but the next couple weeks we're going to be focused on using those grammar skills in our writing actually. So we're actually going to do a couple mini lessons of writing, and then you're going to have a writing test on Friday and an assignment I'm going to give you on this video later to practice for that writing test. And so really, grammar is in a bigger picture part of writing. And so in the next couple of weeks, we're going to go focus on some actual writing that we'll do that then we can use those grammar skills we've been using in actual paragraphs that we'll be writing. And these are really going to be specific to EQAO and ones that you'll see, very similar ones you'll see in EQAO in a few weeks that's coming up. So here we go. Today we're going to focus on persuasive writing. And so for those, you've done this probably a lot of you before in other grades, but in case you haven't, persuasive writing means a type of writing where you're trying to persuade someone, and another word for persuade is to convince someone about something. So in this type of writing, you're not describing, like describing your favorite holiday or describing what you'd want to be. If you were a superhero, we've done a lot of describing paragraphs, but this is now switching to your persuading or convincing someone of something. And the better reasons you have of your reason to convince someone of something, the better you'll do in this type of writing. So there's one major rule in persuasive writing, and that is when you're writing a persuasive paragraph, you pick one side of the issue. You pick one side. Okay, not both sides. You're not trying to persuade on either end. You're going to choose one end of an issue and persuade of that side of the issue, even though there are other sides, and there might be good reasons to have ideas on both sides of an issue. You pick whichever ones you can explain the best on one side of the issue, and you stick to that one side. You never flip to the other side. So let's look at this for an example. So, some examples of topics that maybe someone would give you if they're trying to get you to write a persuasive piece or a persuasive paragraph is, for example, why is recycling important? Okay, so in this you would choose another way to reword it would be, is recycling important? So, going back to the rule, pick one side. Here, there's two ways. So in EQAO, often they'll choose what side they want you to argue. They'll choose it for you, and then you have to argue their side. So for example here, this was a common EQAO question a couple years ago. Why is recycling important? It's not, you don't get to choose if it's important or not. You have to persuade someone that it is important with really good reasons of why it's important. So they've already given you their side of the issue to choose from. Sometimes though, they let you choose in persuasive writing if you want which side of the issue you want to write about and trying to convince someone of. So if I reword that topic so that you could choose your side of the issue, it would say, is recycling important? So in that case, you would either choose yes, it's important, and give reasons why, or no, it's not important, and give reasons why. So you would choose which side of the issue if it was worded, is recycling important? But you can't do both sides. You have to choose one side of the issue, and your whole piece of writing is that one side. But sometimes they give you the side that they want you to argue, and then you have to do that side if the topic is worded in a way where they've given you which side they want you to argue about and convince someone of. Another example, the importance of being active. They've given you their side. They say, I want you to convince me that it is important to be active. Okay, so you can't choose that it's not important. They're saying it is important. Why is it important? Or if they're letting you choose which side of the issue you're going to argue, is it important to be active? Question mark. And then you would choose. You wouldn't argue both sides. That is important, but it's also not. You would choose one of the sides. Either one is fine. And in a moment we'll see which one is better to do, which side. How do you choose what side you're going to argue? But then you get to choose. So often in EQAO, they tell you which side they want you to argue, but sometimes they don't. And they say they word it in a way where you can choose what side. Okay, so let's do one example together. You have the paragraph outline sheet that I gave you today to be able to use, or I gave you on Monday to use for your homework. I'm going to do an example on the board right now. This is not the example I want you to write on that sheet, because I'm going to give you another example, another topic, and after you're done this video, you're going to go and do an example with it, paragraph outline, with the topic I'm going to give you after this. So do not write this down. I just want you to watch me and see how I process through this so that you can use these skills on a new topic that I'm about to give you. Okay, so here's the sheet you have. Okay, I'm going to use this in a moment to be able to write things down. Don't write them with me. Okay, after this video, at the very end, I'll give you a new topic, and that topic is what you're going to do once you finish the video as for the homework assignment that you'll hand in. Okay, but first I need a blank sheet. So the topic I'm going to kind of walk you through today, that will give you ideas of how to write a persuasive paragraph, is, the topic I'll use is about zoos. So is it, should be better, should it be illegal to keep animals in zoos? This, if you wrote a paragraph about this, is a persuasive paragraph because you're trying to convince someone of either that it's illegal to keep animals in zoos or it's not, that we should make it legal to keep animals in zoos. Should it be allowed or should it not be allowed to have animals in zoos? This is a really good example of a persuasive topic that they give you. On EQAO, they won't tell you it's persuasive. You need to look at the topic and know, oh, this is a persuasive one because I'm trying to convince them of something. Or it's a descriptive one because they're asking me to describe something. You have to look at the topic really carefully to know what kind of writing they're asking you to do. But a lot of them are the same skills with a topic sentence and details. So you're lucky because a lot of them are the same. How you write it is just making sure you know what the topic is really, really important. So it says, should it be illegal to keep animals in zoos? So it's asking me, I can choose, because it says should it, so I can choose my side. Should I choose illegal or should I choose it's legal? Let's see, which one should I choose? So again, the best way to choose is first get your ideas on a mind map. So I suggest when you do this in a moment with your own topic, on the back of the sheet, of the paragraph outline sheet, do a mind map for the topic I'll give you, then you go from there. So I'll just put zoos in the middle. It doesn't really matter what's in the middle, because you know the topic. The point is in that we had ideas down. So you write all your ideas down for both sides of the issue. Not just one, both sides, to figure out, okay, what side am I going to argue? And let's see what happens. So let's see. Zoo animals. Well, it's entertaining for people, so maybe it should be legal. Okay, going off that, it brings in tourists. So people come to, for example, Toronto, which brings money to the city and makes the city more prosperous and better with what they have if they have the zoo. Interesting. It keeps the animals safe. So if they're in the zoo, no predators can get after them because they're fairly safe. Obviously, things can happen, but they're fairly safe. That's a big thing. It's like animal rights, so it's a big thing. Right? They're not in their natural habitat. Right? They're being confined. It's an animal right. They can't leave when they want to. So it's like they're in jail. Right? They can't just go anywhere they want to. It's a small space often that they have to live in. And that's bad. Here with extinction, this helps with extinction. Extinction, and we learned about that in science, how when things are extinct, animals can become extinct, but zoos can help because they can help with breeding. They can bring a female and a male animal together so that they can have babies and help against the extinction. Whereas if in the wild they're unsafe, then extinction, they could be killed, or their babies could be killed in the wild. Or this way their babies are safe. And it helps so that they can have more babies and that animal won't go extinct because the zookeepers are helping them being able to keep their babies safe and actually have babies. Okay, so looking at this, you've done both sides and you've looked and you can, so which ones can give me the best level 4 ideas? So which ones are most creative? Which ones can I explain the best? Which ones are a little bit more unique than just the everyday idea? Those are the ones you're looking for. Because again, you can write me a lovely level 2 paragraph that are just sort of okay ideas that aren't very unique, they're not very creative, or you can choose ones and take the time to actually think through your ideas, come up with deeper ideas that are more unique, more creative, and that's where those level 4s come out. So looking at this, even though honestly, maybe it would be good if I did illegal, I think I have better reasons for legal that it should be legal, because this is a different idea that not everyone would think of maybe, the whole idea of tourism and money. It brings more money to the city. Okay, the extinction, I think that's level 4, because I'm bringing my science knowledge about what I learned in science from Ms. Farrow. Okay, and safe, I could really explain that one well. So looking at this, even though these ones would make it illegal and they make sense, I probably have one really good one with the animal rights one. I don't think I have enough really good ideas. So the key here, guys, is not necessarily even what you think. It's what will give you the best paragraph. So if you see a topic and you have obviously there's one side that you really feel passionate about, but if you can't come up with 3 really good ideas to explain a paragraph, then that's not the right side to choose for the argument. When you're writing, choose the one that gives you the best level 4 ideas, and that's the one you write about. No one's going to come after you and say, you wrote this paragraph, but look it, don't really agree with that in your real life. No one, it's fine. The point is that you're giving good writing and you're giving good explaining in writing. So if you write a paragraph but you really honestly don't think that in real life, there's a side of the issue that you're just writing about because those are better ideas, that's okay. The EQAO marker is not going to come after you. They don't know who you are. So choose the side of the issue that gives you the most creative, most unique, most interesting, most deep ideas, because that will give you your best mark. Okay? Good. So I'm just going to write these to the side, even if maybe you can't see it, so that then I can flip the sheet over. You don't have to do this when you do yours, because you have the sheet. But just so I don't forget. So, first step, look at the topic. Second step, brainstorm. Third, choose the 3 ideas that you think will give you the best level 4, most creative mark. And I think these ones are. Then you move on to your outline. So for this week's assignment, all you're going to do is an outline. You're not actually going to write the paragraph. And for the test on Friday, I will give you a whole new topic for persuasive writing, one where you can choose either side of the issue, and you'll actually do a mind map and an outline for that topic. And that's all I'm going to mark is the outline. So I'm going to mark you for your ideas, what ideas you choose to give on the topic. And so just like today, when I do this is what you'll do for homework and exactly what the homework or what the test will look like on Friday. So here we go. So I then move on to my outline, and I know I am choosing the side that it should be legal for animals to be in a zoo. So in my topic sentence, that what you put what side of the issue you're choosing to fight for. What are you trying to convince people of? You don't put both sides of the issue. You just put the one side you're choosing to fight. So where the topic was, should it be illegal for animals to be in a zoo? And my thought is, no, it should not be illegal. It should be legal. So that's what I'm going to put. No, comma. It should not be illegal. Remember, illegal means against the law, so I don't want it to be against the law. I want it to still stay as it's legal. It's in the law to have zoo animals. It should be illegal. It should not be illegal to have animals in zoos. It should not be illegal. Right? It should not be wrong. It should be right, and it is right. Like we have right now, it's illegal to have animals in the zoo. Should it stay that way? In my opinion, it should stay that way. Okay, maybe in real life I don't think that, but this will give me the best paragraph because I have really good ideas about this, so it's going to give me a level 4 paragraph of what I can write about, which is what you want. So you give your idea. You give what you're going to fight for in the topic. You don't put both. You don't put should it be or should it not be illegal. You put your side of the issue, what you're trying to fight for in the topic sentence. So no, it should not be illegal to have animals in the zoo. That's what I'm going to fight for in my paragraph. Even though the other side of the issue, there are some valid points, I'm going to ignore those for now. I focus on the one side of the issue that I'm fighting for. Okay, that's your point, is to stay on one side of the issue. Good. So now I go through my details. How do I choose which detail to put first? You put your best detail first. You put your best argument first. Because the first impression is a really good impression. That will give the reader, oh, that reader's really smart. They know what they're talking about. And that sticks in the marker's mind, and they give you a better mark because you started off with a really good argument. So I look at mine and I say, okay, they're safe, they're entertaining, and it stops extinction. Well, I think extinction, that's a really deeper point where I'm bringing in science knowledge. I'm going to start with that because it makes me look smart. So if you have one argument that makes you look smart, that's the one you use first. Okay, then you do your next best, and your worst detail goes third. Obviously, the goal is that it's not a bad detail, the third detail, but if you have ones that are stronger than others, you always put them first. Then you go down and get down the less best ideas, then go at the end. So, my best one is that it stops extinction. So I'm going to put that. Helps prevent extinction. Good. Now, remember the bonus. The bonus, you can give an example in a bonus. You can explain more of what you mean in the bonus. Those are great ways to add your bonus, is that you're going into more detail of what you mean. So here, helps prevent extinction. Well, the writer might not know what I'm talking about exactly, so a bonus, I'm going to explain what I mean. So, zookeepers can help animals make babies. And keep the baby safe. That's how that stops extinction. So my bonus, I explained more what I meant by how keeping a zoo open would help prevent animals becoming extinct. Because the zookeepers could help those extinct animals make babies and then keep the baby safe, and then those babies would grow to be animals, and we have more and more of those animals rather than them all being killed and an animal becoming extinct. Okay? Number 2. Then I'm going to say I'm going to move on to entertainment because I think there's a good argument there. So that's going to be my second. It's not quite as good as this detail, but still a really good one. It's going to be my second detail. So, entertaining. Right? That's not enough. Someone reading this wouldn't know what I'm talking about, but I then could go into detail of what I mean. So maybe I'll use the words for example, because as soon as I say that, that's really good for bonus details using the words for example. So for example, comma, okay, people pay to go to zoos. Tourists. If I need to, I can go right down here, which brings more money. I'll just do the money sum. Okay? So I'm going to detail. Okay, someone would say it's entertainment. Well, what does that? What's your argument there? And I say, for example, people pay to go to zoos. And that bring tourists, people from other cities come to your city to go to your zoo, and then they pay, and that brings in more money for your city. And that money for the city can go to really good things in your city. So maybe I can even explain that more. Okay? And brings good things to city. Right? Someone could argue, well, why should the animals have to pay for that? Why should having more money help anyone if the animals are suffering, right? But I'm not going to decide if it should be illegal. I'm just trying to convince people that it's legal. So I'm just focusing on the good. I'm focusing on the good. Even though I know there's bad things, I'm not putting that in my paragraph. I'm only putting the good. Okay? Finally, number 3, is there safe? Okay, so safe. So, animals can't get hurt or eaten by predators the more language you can use from other subjects, and the more like school words like predator, extinction, all those words you've been learning in science, the more you use of those, the more chance of level 4. Predators. Animals can't get hurt or eaten by predators. Okay, that's really good. We're keeping the animals safe by keeping them in zoos. And then people out there are probably saying, but no, it should be illegal. The animal rights. They should have rights. They're being captive. Right? I'm ignoring all that, even though I know it's there, but I'm focusing on the good, because that's the side I chose to argue on. If I had better ideas for the bad, I would argue that side. You choose the side and you stick to it. Okay, in conclusion, all you then do is reword your topic sentence below. Not every word is the same, not copying it word for word, but rewording your argument. So this is why it should be legal for animals to live in zoos. Okay? Then my next step would have been then to write the paragraph using entered this outline as my outline for that. Remember, for this week, you're not going as far as writing the paragraph, you're just writing an outline. Okay? There we go. So there I've done, this would be a level 4 if the topic was, should it be illegal for animals to be in zoos? I have some really good ideas. They're a little more creative. I've explained them really well. I could read this, I could give this outline to someone else, and it makes sense. They could actually understand what I'm saying here, because I went to enough detail, so that then they understand my ideas and say, oh, those are creative, actually unique ideas. Okay? Good. So, for homework, you are going to need to do a topic. And the topic I'm going to give you, I suggest you write it. I probably wouldn't write. This is not the topic sentence. This is just the topic. How about we write the topic together right there above the outline, so in between the title and the topic sentence. I'm going to give you the topic. I suggest that you write it into your sheet too, and I'm going to let you go at it, and that's what you're going to hand in too. Okay, so your topic is, should it be allowed to chew gum at school? For the sake of space, I'll put it here. Question mark. Good. So just like I did with the zoo one, you're now going to flip your sheet over, do a mind map of should it or shouldn't it. Give all your ideas, get them all out. Remember, the first one's not the best. Be as creative and unique as possible. And then choose which one you think you can most convince someone of. Choose your best 3 from that side, and then write your outline. Just like I did for the zoo one, you're going to do this now for your should it be allowed to chew gum at school. So on Friday, when you hand it in, I should see a mind map on the back of the sheet, and then I should see your outline for this topic. For the test on Friday, when you get it, okay, I'm going to give you a topic, and you're going to be able to, you'll do this exact thing. I'll give you your topic, you'll make a mind map and an outline for the topic I give you in class, and that's what the one I'm going to mark. And how about for the bonus word, if under your name you put elephant, then you'll get a little bonus mark. Okay? So put the word elephant is the key code word for this week to say that you actually listened to the video. Under your name, on the test, on Friday, put also the word elephant. Don't just put elephant, because I don't know who you are. Put your name and then elephant underneath. I won't take it anywhere else on the page. You can't put it anywhere, you have to put it right under your name. Not beside your name, not above your name, right under your name. And then you will get the mark. Excellent. So do that, finish it off, give me a level 4, right? Most creative, most unique, and then we'll go through it before the test on Friday. I'll answer any questions, and then you'll write one. You'll get another topic that I give you. If you have any questions, please come see me. I am here to help you. We can go through some more topics. We can brainstorm together if you want for the topic that I've given you. Okay, I'm here to help, but you need to come see me if you need any help. Thank you so much.